welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Divide and Conquer's Erebor. Okay, so we recently took Last from Rune, but it was with a high cost. We lost a lot of men there, but we still have a pretty substantial force here. It's mainly tier 1 units though. That's the bad thing about it. But I still do have some forces back here in Mistrand, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a few of these units right here. And we're going to push them out that way. Let's grab some of these guys right here too. Let's send them over this way so they can reinforce less, just in case shit hits the rotating oscillator over there. And let's see, nothing else going down here in Mataram that I can tell. We do still have some more reinforcements coming down this way too. But I think I'm going to hold off on trying to push out any farther than here. We're going to go ahead and resupply and just build up and retrain right here, because I'm still focusing on the center over here in the Misty Mountains. And over here we're getting ready to go in on Fenberg. We have General Varnum right here with a pretty substantial force. We're going to go in and take this place out. They got some decent units here, but a lot of them are beat up from the other fights that we had with them, so it shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. And it looks like Khazad-dûm might be down here dealing with Foradrain, and I hope to hell they do. They can take these guys down a peg or two so we can move in later on and make it easier for us. Over here in the west, still nothing going on, and I don't think we're going to push out, although if we have to, Nokva Rogla is looking pretty slim. If we have to go in over this way, we're going to attack that place. So in the meantime, we do have a pile of gold. I'm going to go ahead and spend a bunch of money here. Let's take a quick look and see if there's anywhere we can burn up some of this money down in this direction. Probably not. Well, we can do a lot of retraining down here, which probably wouldn't be bad. Let's get some of this cavalry trained here. And down in Mataram, they're still constructing too. Can't build anything though. And same with down here. We can do a little bit of retraining down here too, I guess. We might as well knock that out. And let's go back up this way. Is there anything we can do over here? Not offhand. What about in Methelberg? We're already retraining some troops right there, and it looks like we can't do anything here. So I'm just going to go ahead and spend this money on some of these places back here. Maybe get some more troops and get some more buildings and do some retraining, and then we'll go on to the next turn. Axesmith Guild in Lest. Might as well take it. It's only $1,000. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, we're definitely still in the profits. Just about 13 grand in the coffers. We'll take that. Alright, so Overseer, Dwarven Axe, Dwarven Flute, and another Overseer. That'll bring in some more cash. Alright, now we finally have some buildings completed. Miners, units, pipe holes, some barracks, and some upgrades. That'll work. And a little bit of recruitment and a lot of retraining. Okay, now let's take a look here. Yep, Khazad-dûm is moving in on Foradrain. That's actually good news. Hopefully they'll pound him down. In the meantime, let's put the attack on Fenberg. Let's go ahead and get some rams. And let's maintain the siege. It'll last for 7 turns, but I think we'll go in next turn.
My king.
And these guys are going to move up to join them. I got a set of ballistas right there. And we have some more reinforcements coming from this way. We might as well continue them all the way over here.
We've marched our limits. My king.
And same with these guys. They can probably go to Celeberg though.
We march no further
okay,
today.
now let's see. Is there anything new over here? Well, looks like Angmar's got a force right there, but we're going to leave him alone. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to build up.
Aye, Lord.
And we have some more forces coming from this direction as well. Let's bring them all the way down here. Okay, now to the southeast. Okay, so it looks like he took that big force and pushed them that way, if that's the same force. It might not be, though. Let's get these reinforcements up here in Lest.
Move out!
Okay, so we got a full up force there in Lest. Let's take a quick look down the road and make sure there's nothing. Oh, this might have been the force that was up here. He moved them back that way. So these guys came from that way. Let's take a look down here.
Sire, no.
Alright, don't see anything messing with us otherwise.
Aye, Lord.
And let's keep these guys coming down this way. Alright, we do have some sizable forces yet down here, so I'm not too much
Onward.
worried. We have a good amount of
March
reinforcements down here.
Aye, Lord.
Just keep them
Move
all
out.
moving toward Mistrand.
Aye, sire. March.
Okay, let's
That'll do 'em
see.
today, sire.
I have a lot of money to spend. Let's see, more than likely we're going to need some kind of brewery here. Let's go ahead and build that. And we can do a lot of retraining there yet, but let's take a look at everything else in the near vicinity. Miners Union, how are we looking down here? Not too bad. Miners Union, give us law, free upkeep. Or we could upgrade. You know what, let's go ahead and get some of this stuff first. Okay, let's go over here to the center. Anything we can purchase over here? Nope. We can get some catapults though and do a little bit of retraining. How about down here? They're still building. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do a bunch of admin stuff and spend the rest of this money on anything else I can get and move some troops around, and we'll go on to the next turn. Karandros is under attack. Alright, yeah, we burned up a little bit of our profits, but we have a hell of a lot in the coffers, over 13 grand. That'll work nicely. Alright, Dwarven Coat of Mails and a Dwarven Axe. Nice. Alright, Miners' Quarters done, and a pub done. That will work. And a lot of recruitments and some retrainings. Okay, so it looks like Rune has some forces right here, but it looks like they're moving on to the south. So it looks like they might be leaving us alone for now, and I think we'll leave them alone. Alright, let's go back here to the center. How are we looking over here? Okay, it looks like Khazad-dûm might have been fighting off some of these guys. Yeah, most of the forces are in this town though, forward drain. Let's see.
Yes,
Let's
my
move
king.
our spy down here just to see if there's anything else tooling around down here in the darkness.
On my
Doesn't look
way.
like it.
Something
Let's bring
to
this spy over
investigate.
here. Watch this
shall
higher
not see
ground.
me, sire. Moving
Okay,
quiet.
now
Aye,
let's
sire.
reinforce this army that's assaulting Fenberg.
Forward.
And
Abiding
can these
the
guys
Aye
get
King.
there? Not yet. Alright, let's just stand
Move
by
out.
right there for now.
Aye, my
Okay,
liege.
we're gonna go in, I think. Let's see what was in here. Yeah, a lot of their forces are beat up in here. They do have a couple ballistas and a catapult though, and some heavy goblin infantry, and some halberders, and the rest are just goblin archers and infantry. Does have a set of wargs though. They got a lot of buildings here too. This will be another nice take. Let's go get in there. Let's go in this place.
Leading the men with honor,
Well, let's
sire.
assault. Okay, let's just go straight. Actually, did they get a garrison script? No. Good. Let's take them out, boys.
The times come, lads. To battle.
Alright, let's take a look at this place. Another wool encampment type of joint. And we can come in from 3 sides. And I have 3 rams. So, I'm going to go ahead and deploy, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm all set up. I have all 3 rams set up on all 3 sides, and I divvied up all my siege artillery along with my infantry and my archers, and my generals over there on the main push over there with the calves. So, let's go in. Okay, let's move all these guys up. Let's get our archers up here right now. Those guys move up, and ballistas can move a little bit forward too. Alright, main's assault here. Let's go into the gate. Catapults are firing. Let's get our archers up here. And all the infantry up here. And Cav can move forward a little bit. Okay, now to this side. Go through the gate. Let's get our ballistas a little closer. And all these guys can get up here. Okay, now let's take a look and see where they have their troops at here. Yeah, their ballistas are right there and there. Looking at heavy goblin infantry here, and that's their general there. Heavy goblin infantry. And looks like he's got his wargs right here. Goblin infantry, a couple sets of them there. And all his archers and his catapults are back here. Okay, let's do a speed up. Alright, let's get this infantry right back here. Start shooting. Yeah, let's start targeting them guys right there. Ooh. Alright, let's see if we can target some of that infantry, or that ballista back there. Alright, you guys spread out a little bit so you don't get shot all to hell. Let's go loose formation.
Battering rams in place. Won't be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
Okay, catapults, can you hit these guys? Yeah. And how are we looking on this side? No resistance over here. Let's see if we can get our archers over here. Maybe they can shoot up some of them guys. You guys move over here, get ready to go in the gate. Alright, let's do a speed up. Wow, we tore up them damn ballistas. These guys back here burning. And we're through.
Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Alright, let's see. They still pounding these guys or what? And they're through the second gate. Alright, let's go in. Let's go in. Let's get these guys back here. These guys can move up.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The battering ram has done its work. Now
And we're
is
through the
time
third
for
gate.
Brave hearts and brave deeds.
Alright, let's get up in this joint. Alright. Let's see. Let's send in our elite units. Get up there. Alright, catapult. Let's move up a little closer.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, these guys can swing around that way. Sons of the Fallen, let's get up in here. Let's go get them guys. Alright, you guys start pouring through. Over there. Over there. Over there. And can these archers target these guys? Yeah, they might as well stay right where they're at. And the ballistas can stay there too. Alright, can these archers? Yeah, let's get these archers up in here. General, come in. Cav can stand by for now. Alright, let's see if we can push some of these guys through here. Well, all their wargs are falling no to my spearmen. Alright, can these guys range back here? Yeah, let's tear up some of these guys now. Alright, go into them. Let's see if we can flank around this way with some of these guys. Archers, they can range them. But let's move up a little closer. And catapults, can we range these guys back here? Let's hit these guys. Alright, these guys can swing around. Actually, can we go through here? Yeah. Let's go up here. Alright, let's see if we can push through them. Alright, you guys get over here. Alright, those guys hit them. Those guys hit them. Alright, you guys can go into the archers. Alright, everybody target these guys back here. Alright, you guys go up in there. See if we can squeeze in behind. Get up in there. Let's see if we can squeeze through there maybe. Get them. You guys come over here. You guys get through there. Alright, let's target some of these guys back here. All catapults on them. Alright, let's get the general up in here. Alright, you guys can hit them. Alright, can we squeeze through here maybe? Oh, we're looking on this side. Let's see if we can squeeze through here. Alright, you guys get behind these guys. Yeah, kill them.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, let's run through them guys. Alright, let's hit these guys from behind, finish them off. Oh, that's their... Oh, let's hit these guys right here. That's their damn catapults right there. These guys... I think they can handle it there. These guys can go this way. Where the hell are they? Alright, they're pushing through them. Kill those guys. Alright, let's get back here. Catapults are still firing. Alright, let's see if we can swing behind these guys. Yeah, get them. Yeah, we got some nice elite troops here. Alright, let's keep pushing into the back of these guys. See if we can come over here. Alright, these guys are crumbling. These guys can hit the rear of them. They can hit them. Alright, I think this is handled over here. Let's see if we can come over and help with them. And finish them off. Let's get back here. And these guys can move in here. These guys are out of ammo. Alright, let's hit the back of these guys. Yeah, it's all over. Alright, let's just finish these guys off. Okay, all siege artillery, ceasefire please.
The enemy gets slain.
And the general's done.
The enemy, but no less dead.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice take too.
Advantage.
Alright, all you guys go in there.
Ah, my lord.
These guys are still
Our
fighting
men
over
are in
here.
control of the city.
Tear them up. Alright, it's all over. Let's do a speed up. It's all over, Mr. Orc.
Be in awe of the victory we have won.
This place is mine. Nice. We only lost 194 guys. They lost almost 1,500. Beautiful. And Fenberg is ours. Nice take. Come on.
A proud victory.
Yes, it is. Now get in there. Alright. I guess we can sack this place. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. They routed. Mission success. Another set of axemen of Erebor in our capital. That'll work. And relations worsened with the Misty Mountains, of course. Oh, the faction's destroyed. Oh, we got their. Oh, we got the last of their generals. Oh. That's good news. I bet these guys will attack this place, though. Alright, so the Misty Mountain Orcs are no more.
March!
Alright, let's take a quick look at this place.
Today, sire.
Let's merge everybody here. Alright, what do we have here? Hunting Lodge, Chicken Farms, Leatherworker, and upgrade, Grain Exchange, Butchery, Camp Guard, some Dirt Paths, Catapult Maker, Practice Range, Ward Breeder, we can demolish that. Alright, we're definitely going to go ahead and get a brewery here. Yeah. And let's see, can we crank some taxes here? Let's crank them up, baby. And let's do some repairs. And that should be it. Okay, so Misty Mountain Orcs are no more. But yeah, unfortunately, looks like they're going to be able to take this place over here. So how are we sitting here? We got 24 regions controlled, and the Misty Mountain Orcs are gone. So maybe we can hit Nokva Raglaw. Let's grab whatever we can here. Let's leave some damaged forces behind. Actually, I don't really have any damaged forces here. Let's leave some of these warriors and some of these miners, and let's move out.
We march to glory.
And we can probably reinforce them with some troops from this place here. Let's grab some of these axe throwers, some of these miners, some of these warriors,
Aye, sire.
and some more miners. We're gonna come this way and link up with these guys.
My king.
And I think we'll leave them alone. And let's go ahead and deal with the public order here. Let's lower taxes a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that place, I think. Should be an easy take. Alright, anything going on down here? Nope, just those forces right there. Let's take a quick walk down here.
They shall not
See if there's any more troops sneaking up over this way. It doesn't look like it.
Sire,
They got a substantial
no
force
farther
there
this
too.
way.
Yeah, we're gonna leave all these guys alone. Let's bring these
Aye,
reinforcements down here.
Aye. Forward, my king. Move out. With my lord. March.
Just keep
We
moving,
march
everybody.
no further today. Aye, sire.
Yeah, I got a lot of guys all over the place moving.
Move out.
Okay, now. That actually worked out pretty well. Took out the damn orcs down here.
My king.
Okay, so let's just move these guys into here.
Aye.
These guys can come down
Aye.
here.
Forward. Aye, lord.
And these guys can probably go toward Goblin Town.
Onward.
We don't need them down this way anymore. Now I'm expecting the damn Mirkwood. The Shadow of Mirkwood guys will probably start attacking us, maybe. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I think that's going to be it. Let's leave those guys up there.
Aye,
I think
sire.
this will be a good enough force.
Honor, my lord.
Well, let's see, what do we have up here? Let's get these
My
Sons of the
king.
Fallen,
Aye, sire.
and these Stiffbeards,
Aye.
and these Stonefoots. Let's move them guys down here too.
Aye.
They can
Forward.
reinforce. Actually, they
That'll
probably
do
could have
them
came
today,
straight over
sire.
here.
We
Make
march
one
no
full up
further
army and
today.
take that place. Okay, I got a lot of money to blow, so I'm going to go ahead and blow all that money, and then we'll end her here.